впрягается! Никто не впрягается!
Вот тот эпизод хотелось бы увидеть, конечно, колено было мощнейшее навстречу. Тем более, еще раз повторюсь, Романкевич.
In the ruthless world of combat, sports size may look like power, but when overconfident muscleheads think brute force beats skill, reality hits hard. Because when raw strength meets real technique, it ends in brutal, humiliating defeat.
Я не заметил, но опять же, на усмотрение арбитра, на усмотрение рефери. Бой продолжается в самой концовке. Ответ в исполнении Петра попадает и видел, как работал Зулузиди в партере. Вот тот эпизод хотелось бы увидеть, конечно, колено было мощнейшее навстречу. Тем более, еще раз повторюсь, Романкевич это супертяжеловес, 107 килограмм.
When a 400-pound fighter steps in against a much smaller opponent, it looks like a total mismatch until out of nowhere, she delivers a shocking and unforgettable strike. Watch this arrogant boxer clown his sparring partner, swinging like he's invincible. Big mistake. Seconds later, he gets knocked out cold and left flat on the canvas. He walked in flaunting fake silicone muscles and got humiliated before the fight even began. Confidence turned into chaos before a single punch was thrown.
Никто не впрягается!
A self-proclaimed wushu master steps up to a 300-pound Russian tank. Seconds later, he's wrecked. Total domination, Mortal Kombat. More like instant fatality in real life.
신장 차이도 있으다면 체중
자, 번째 들어옵니다. 오, 정면에서도 정확합니다. 최영만
걸렸어요.
아비아이로 다시 원투 니킥까지 들어옵니다. 자, 안면에 열린 최영만 선수인데요. 위기에 빠져있는 최영만입니다. 왼손! 다운입니다.
And then there's the steroid-fed beast who believed his bulging muscles and tattoo-covered mutilated body made him invincible. He was pure arrogance in human form. This cocky bodybuilder strutted into the cage with unbridled confidence and a smug attitude, in stark contrast to the calm, focused professional MMA fighter across from him. To make things worse, like a sneaky rat, he grabbed the other fighter by the throat before the match even started. He truly believed his muscles and ink would intimidate someone who fights for a living. The rest? Well, the rest is history. The 300-pound boxer stepped in, thinking he'd bully a 19-year-old rookie. But the kid wasn't backing down, staying low, focused, and shockingly still on his feet. Then boom, a massive right hand lands flush. The cocky jock hits the canvas hard. Lesson learned: never underestimate the underdog.
K1 舞台迎え撃つは 2m17cm フィルムの横綱キム・ヨンヒョングローブを合わせました。大歓声に包まれました台北の南高展覧会。左から右、おっとパンチが届く、パンチが伸びる、カラエフのパンチが確実に顔面を捉えていった。強い。
Not at all. Big right huge punch and that's it.
Hell yeah, we in Saints' backyard, baby. We here.
Harder than guess, I must say also, he's got an incredible hard kick. He's got a few hard punches on the floor like that, which is unbelievable.
歴史のゴングが今鳴った。続いていったのはタップ。最初に打ったのはまずあけぼの。さあサップの左。あけぼの前へ出る。横綱の圧力。コンタクト。そしてあけぼのの右からのフック。ハンマー上がる。さあファイティングポーズ。取って前へ出たり。残りは10秒。ストレート。第1ラウンドボブサップノックアウト勝ち。
ニュートラルコーナー、まだチョンマン今
組み合ったところが一つのポイントになるでしょうね。
ミルコのローブロー、おっと左インローが入りました。これは序盤に見せた避けたところ、そして最後です。再三にわたってこの左の内を攻めてきたわけですけれども、
それが結果的に KO につながっちゃいましたね。
You can see this. Look at the mammoth fist here upon Mansoy. Again, Fedor going for it. That's it. He got it. Fedor does it.
And had a great bout as they go almost to the 13-minute mark. Again, no time limit, so these guys will fight until one of them cannot no longer continue, either by knockout or submission. And right now, Igor going away with the right hooks, this time with the left.
Смотри на него!
Давай, не отпускай!
Сильнее дави! Давай! Все!
回って捕まらないことですね。もうさっきからコーナーに追い詰められそうになるともうスルッとこう抜け出るという、やっぱりコーナーにもう肉のこういうもう200キロ以上の体重差のある選手が、でも高須選手本人ももし上に乗られた時のことを想定。さあ捕まったか。うまく逃れました。さあここは危ないですね。さあその次です。片手で捕まえていくヤブロないんでしょうけどね。致し方ないところですね。さあそれを聞いたのかタックルに行きました。しかし上に乗ったのはヤブロ。しかし抜けようとする高瀬抜けるか。そしてパンチです。高瀬抜けるか。さあ上にやった上からパンチです。サイドからのパンチタッチです。
獣か。今始まった。
体格差をどう仕留めるか。
乗った首を取る。
どうホイスがしのいで、
あけぼのの大きなこの胴にホイス、しかし横からスルッと抜けてホイスが抜けた。あけぼのホイス82キロローキック乗った。
あけぼのはまだですね、
そうホイスグレイシーは言っております。
三角の肩固めてますね。
足で肩を決めに行こうというホイス。じわりとホイスのその足が。さあこれで
肩には回らないと思う。三角は決まらないと思ったんですけど、重くなったっていうわけなんですけど、
足を使って左側を決めている。あけぼのの腕が伸びた。あけぼの伸びた。さあ耐えるか。アームバーだ。腕が伸びている。
Here we go. This pumped-up beast thought he could take on an arm wrestling legend. The great Devon Lorette tried hard not to fall for the dumb jock's provocations, but the bodybuilder wouldn't stop shamelessly humiliating the veteran in front of the fans. The strongman was so sure his muscles would crush Lorette that before the event even started, he attempted to scare him off. Yet once the bout began, the so-called musclehead turned out to be nothing more than a screeching little girl. Shifting a pro's arm was harder than moving a mountain. Devin Lorette toyed with him like a child before effortlessly reducing the arrogant bodybuilder to a humbled state for good. Check out this cocky musclehead, but oh my god. It all started the day before when this dumb jock stormed into a jiu-jitsu gym and attacked the first person he saw. He didn't know that his target was a coach who promptly mauled him like a ragdoll, delivering a couple of fatherly slaps in the process. The coach proved that bulging muscles are nothing compared to years of finely honed technique. After that, the loser was kicked out in disgrace, but the scumbag returned the next day, pretending he wanted to apologize. That handshake turned out to be a Trojan horse masking a true rat. Then the coach put that overconfident fool through a hellish torture session to re-educate. Not satisfied with that, the jerk decided to pick an even weaker opponent, but a fragile girl. Then put that hulking muscle head down like a wild child, punishing the cat even faster than her coach. When the giant came to, he lunged at the person who had helped him, hoping to take down at least someone, only to be humiliated and punished once again. Finally realizing his own insignificance. Next up, we have a Russian strongman, one of the leading powerhouses in Russia. Mikhail Koklia, after shattering countless strength records, decided he could conquer the MMA world. To prove it, he challenged the fighting legend Alexander Emelianenko, the younger brother of Fedor. Before the fight, the cocky bodybuilder even dared to provoke the pro fighter. But when the bout began, his confidence quickly vanished. The bell rang, and for a while, thanks to his sheer size, the strongman managed to hold his own. But as soon as the pro started fighting with full force, that pile of muscles quickly turned into a pile of crap. Next, this overconfident guy strutted into the boxing gym and challenged the very best, thinking he'd crush his opponent with ease. But once the muscle head stepped into the ring, a seasoned professional boxer turned his challenge into a brutal torture session. All those muscles he'd built over his life proved utterly useless, as he was completely demolished. Then a gigantic bodybuilder decided to test his strength against UFC legend Dustin Poirier. At first, the strongman flaunted his size, mocking the much smaller Poirier. They even dabbled in what was supposed to be a friendly spar. But for the bodybuilder, Dustin was like a fly to an elephant. This bout was scarier for Poirier than even a fight with Khabib, because it's no easy feat to hold down a gorilla. However, the bodybuilder's stamina soon ran out, and Dustin quickly took advantage of it. He executed an armbar on the massive bodybuilder, proving that you can't underestimate a UFC champion. Finally, this Russian bodybuilder decided to assert himself by choosing a guy who weighed much less as his opponent. However, the pro was determined to show that technique beats brute strength. At the start, the overconfident jock dominated with his sheer size, making his opponent look like a helpless child rather than a fighter. But as soon as the professional unleashed his full power, the muscle head got hit with a brutal barrage, turning that massive build into a heap of garbage and soon sending him to work on his most important muscle. his brain. There's nothing worse than arrogant muscleheads, but seeing them get punished is incredibly satisfying. Smash that like button if you'd love to see this live or personally put a cocky bully in his place. If you enjoy videos like this, please like, subscribe and watch this one.